Good morning, Lebo. Lovely chatting to you again. How are you?
Good, thank you. Fahiem, what makes this the most exciting time for Baxter? I mean, Missing and Passage.
Well, there's Missing, there's Passage, and of course there's Baxter Theatre Festival, the fourth version of that one. So what it means is that we have a completely true South African season and lineup. Missing is exciting for us as it is John Kani's very first play after his success with Nothing But the Truth, which was launched in 2002 and also at the Baxter Theatre. So he's come full circle, he's coming back with his new play, a very interesting play, Missing, that he's penned over a couple of years and is now ready to kind of put it onto the stage. It's directed by Jonas Hanneman, and of course he's also working with Manny Manham. The three of them have worked together for many years, since the early days of the Market Theatre. And this time they're bringing Missing to audiences. It's in Cape Town. It starts with us on Tuesday. We preview on Tuesday, we open on Thursday, and then later this year it'll go to Johannesburg. But Missing is interesting as a new South African production in that it talks about an exile, a man who's lived, Robert Kalipa has lived in Sweden for over 30 years. He married a Swedish woman who managed to inherit her father's estate, a lot of money. And then there's the news, they also have a daughter who's studying medicine, and then there's the news that Mandela is going to be released, and of course the new South Africa's, the roads being paved for the new South Africa, lots of excitement, but what happens to him then? So it's a political thriller and a love story combined, with Susan Danford in the role as Anna Olsen as his wife. So that already is exciting because John Kani, as you know, is very often referred to as the father of South African theatre. So to be able to premiere his new play for us is very exciting. And then of course there's Passage, which on the other hand is a young director, South African Thando Doni, who's come through Magnet Theatre. He's won awards at the Baxter Theatre Festival. And this play was commissioned by the Western Cape Department of Cultural Affairs and Sport, which specifically look at what it means to be a good man in South Africa today. It looks at tradition, it looks at how boys interact with their families, their parents, the stories they're being told, and really goes to the question of violence against women, violence against children, and how we can kind of reconstruct almost a new society. So this Passage was devised by Thando with his cast of 5 actors, and very exciting in that they've already performed the past week at various schools and some of the organizations in the township. Yesterday they performed to boys between the ages of 14 and 17 who already have criminal records, with question and answer sessions after that. So obviously it's also work that have meaning, work that do important and relevant things to help create a better society, which is fundamentally what we at the Baxter like to do.
Fahiem, let's talk about the Baxter Theatre Festival and what it does and what it means for young theatre practitioners.
Well, Zabalaza is probably one of my most exciting events at the Baxter Theatre. We have over 200 artists. This year we open next Friday on the 7th. We've condensed it to a week so that we can jam-pack the week with events going on. So on Saturday and Sunday, the 8th and the 9th, we have our Fringe Festival. Normally it sort of happens on the weekends, but we're starting with that. And there are 25 productions participating in this Fringe Festival. So these productions are from all over the Western Cape. We've got one from Gauteng, we've got one from Knysna, we've got one from PE. So they're also not only sort of locally based companies, but this is what we call sort of or what is being referred to as the premier development theatre festival in the country, where all these artists, all these theatre makers have been seen by our Zabalaza team. We've travelled, we've had many festivals that we've invited them to come to, so we've seen the work, we've also held their hands, we've also panel beaten the work and kind of shaped it and kind of, getting it ready for the Zabalaza Theatre Festival. The main festival, where we have 12 productions, take place from Monday to the Friday of the week after next. And again, productions at 10 o'clock in the morning, 12:30, 1:30, all day. We have productions through till 8 o'clock in the evening. So it's jam-packed and it's an explosion of really wonderful, creative, young talent in this country.
Okay, Fahiem, thank you so much. Always such a pleasure having you on the program. Fahiem is the marketing manager of the Baxter Theatre. His surname is Stellenboom, talking to us about the upcoming theatre performances of the month at the Baxter Theatre. Let's take a break.